Hi folks, and welcome to the Racer Report with head coach Steve Prohm here from the CFSB Center. We'll bring the coach in here in just a moment, but what a season it continues to be for the Murray State Racers, 16-0 and another two big victories last week. We'll start with Wednesday night when the Racers were here at home against Eastern Kentucky, and Murray State hammered out a very, very tough and hard-fought 76-67 victory. And then Saturday, Murray State went into a packed house in Clarksville, Tennessee, and came away with an 87-75 win against the Governors in one of those big rivalry games. So it was a big week for the Racers, and we caught up with some of the players after the big win Saturday night.
We just got to play the game we know how to play. If everybody realized that we're a pretty good team, then we're a pretty good team. So we just going to keep trying to do what Coach Prohm asks of us and just keep coming out trying to get great wins.
And that'll take us to our next contest, 2 in a row at home this week for the Racers. Thursday night against Jacksonville State, and then Saturday is an ESPNU game with a 5 o'clock tip-off against Tennessee Tech. That's also United Day, Whiteout Day. Wear your white t-shirt to the game here at the CFSB Center. And we're here at the bank as head coach Steve Prohm has joined us now. Dave Winder with you, and the Racers sitting at 16-0. They went up again in the rankings this week to 14 in the coaches poll, 15 in the AP poll. Those both represent the highest ranking ever for Murray State. And this guy sitting next to me, you mentioned a minute ago, Coach, it is surreal a little bit. But man, what a season you're having.
Yeah, it's tremendous. Just tremendously proud of our guys. You know, just to be in the top 15 in the country right now is humbling. But it's taken a lot of commitment from those guys, from them 13 guys, 14 guys, and they've done a tremendous job being unselfish, and this is a great basketball program, great tradition, and great community.
It's certainly been a lot of fun so far. We're going to roll the highlights and take a look at Saturday's game against Austin Peay in Clarksville. It was a sellout. They only had just a couple of hundred tickets on sale the day of the game. And Coach, it was an 18-6 run to start the game. Tell me about Isaiah Cannon. We've seen him get in the zone before, but he hit 7 threes in a row before he missed.
Yeah, he's one of the elite guards in the country. I got on him a little bit after the Eastern Kentucky game. I don't think he exactly came out, you know, and not in gear 1. I thought he came out in gear 2 or 3, very passive, and I didn't think he could come out that way at Austin Peay for us to win. And he came out of the gates and was exceptional. Kind of reminded me of his performance against Southern Miss.
Well, Cannon put in his own miss right there. He made a drive and then got his own rebound and put it back in. This was his third 3 in a row. It was 11-6 at that point, and you know, what an atmosphere there. Your team came out and played great from the start. You had to really feel good about that.
Great, you know, ESPNU, sellout crowd, great exposure for our conference, great exposure for our league. Murray, the way we traveled down there was tremendous. Neil Bradley, Dr. Blaylock, people who have been around this program for years said it's the best support they've ever seen down there. And, you know, it was an unbelievable atmosphere. And Austin Peay, it's a great place to play. It's just a great road game.
Well, you can see there is one of the end zones at the Dunn Center, and there was another end zone on the other end that was full of Racer fans too. But we move along here, and you see the Racers doing a great job defensive rebounding, and then Cannon, I think that was Mishad he fed it to, or yeah, I think it was, but. Just a great job. You know, Isaiah had 5 assists in the game too.
Yeah, he finished with 35 points, 5 assists. I think he only had 1 turnover in 37 minutes. Tremendous floor game. Totally changed how he had to play in the second half. I thought first half he scored, second half he distributed and got to the free throw line.
Well, and it's no surprise too that Ed Daniel drew another charge there too. The Racers at that point were up 18-6. Austin Peay stayed in there as Clyburn hit a 3. That was off a Racer turnover, and you knew this was going to be a game of ebb and flow. Austin Peay, it seemed like they hit you with a couple of runs, but you survived it every time.
We've been able to be resilient all year long, at home, neutral site, on the road. You know, we made big runs. People have made runs at us. We weathered every run that they threw at us the other night.
Well, then Dante Poole got a steal and a finish. That put the Racers up 20-13. Then Cannon hits his 5th 3 in a row. It's 23-13 at that point with 10:48 to go before the half. Zay Jackson got in there and did some good things for you too.
Yeah, freshman to step in there in that atmosphere down there at Austin Peay. I thought he showed a lot of composure in playing almost 20 minutes. Distributed the ball well, attacked the basket, and did a really good job for us defensively.
Well, then here we go again. The break is started by a good rebound by Ed Daniel, but then Isaiah Cannon it just kept hitting threes. 27 points in the first half.
Yeah, it's one of the best performances I've seen, you know, in person, on tape, on TV. He's a tremendous basketball player, and he has had a tremendous year so far.
And Zay Jackson back into the flow again. 9:11 to go. He hits the shot. Murray State up 32-15. Austin Peay though closed the half and made it a, I guess it was a 45-40 game, which included late there Isaiah hitting his 7th straight three in the first half. But like you said there, maybe you got a little too fast. You talked about that in your post-game radio show.
Yeah, you know, I looked up at the clock. We had 30 points with about 9 minutes to go in the first half, and at some point you got to have some tempo, and we were in overdrive. We were really putting the pedal to the gas, and some of that led us for quick shots and quick turnovers and gave Austin Peay an opportunity to get easy baskets and close the gap. And I thought we did a better job in the second half, in the second 10 minutes, when we finally extended our lead again, keeping our lead, getting some ball reversals.
Well, there was 7 for 7 for Cannon with 1:25 to go before the half. Just an amazing run for the Racers, and he hit the last shot before half too. They ran the clock down, and he had a jumper with his foot on the line. He almost had 8 for 8, but the Racers led it 45-40 at the half, and what a game it was. We're going to take our first break here on the Racer Report with Steve Prohm. Come back and show you the second half in just a moment.
New Wave Advantage number 17, the area's fastest internet. This is Nicole. She wants to watch her favorite YouTube video. Not so fast, Nicole. Her slow DSL connection means downloading takes forever. Nicole's tired of waiting, so she's switching to New Wave. New Wave has the area's fastest internet, up to 10 times faster than DSL. Now Nicole can surf, download photos, and stream videos faster than ever before, without the wait. Thanks to New Wave. Blazing fast internet. Another New Wave Advantage. Call today.
Roof Brothers, a Paducah tradition for 100 years. Roof Brothers, locally owned, family run. Roof Brothers, the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits found anywhere. Roof Brothers, service from selecting that special beverage for that special occasion to a keg party at the lake. Roof Brothers, 2 locations to serve you. Roof Brothers, proud supporters of Murray State Athletics.
Murray State University's award-winning student-produced newspaper is online. TheNews.org is your hotspot for national news, coverage of events in the Western Kentucky region, and all things Murray State. Winner of the Kentucky Press Association First Place Best News Story and Second Place Best Special Section, TheNews.org features something for everyone, including breaking news updates, daily videos, live Racer basketball updates during the games, entertainment news, and blogs. The Murray State News arrives every Friday, and on thenews.org you can stay up to date 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. TheNews.org, the official website of the Murray State News.
Hi folks, and welcome back to the Racer Report with head coach Steve Prohm. The second half of Austin Peay as the Racers stay undefeated in this season, 16-0. Let's roll the highlights now and take a look at it. And Steve, we mentioned there in the first half, Austin Peay made the run at the end of the half to get it down to a 5-point game. Second half, you had another burst to get it up into double figures. But again, you knew Austin Peay was going to give you everything they had, and there was a couple of times you had to withstand their runs.
Our guys have done a great job. We mentioned it earlier in the show, just withstanding runs, being resilient, making big plays. And I thought with Isaiah having 27 at the half, I thought he wasn't going to, for us to win, I thought other guys had to step up and get involved. And I thought Ed Daniel, Dante Poole, Jawan Long, Zay Jackson, I thought they really stepped up and played well in the second half.
Well, we saw Daniel get a post up there and score, and then there was a big alley-oop to Ed there as well that they called a technical on, but we won't get into that right now. But then Poole hit the shot. It was 51-45, 6-point lead about 4 minutes into the half. And Coach, you talked about, this was the second game you had to play without Ivan Aska out with the broken hand. And for Ed Daniel to do what he did, 19 points, 11 rebounds, I mean, that was just huge.
he had 4 points, 4 rebounds at the half,
right.
And we challenged him. I just thought he was out of character a little bit in the first half, pressing a little bit offensively and not defending. He's our best post defender. I think he's one of the top post defenders in the league. And for him to get 15 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, and draw a charge in the second half spoke volumes, and it was a huge, huge key for us winning the game.
Well, you also saw Daniel grab a loose ball, and then he fed Juwan Long for an easy layup there as well. But defensively in this game, I thought you did a great job on Austin Peay. You know, they made some shots, but there weren't any uncontested shots they made all day.
No, not in the half court especially. The times, our big thing was to take away transition baskets from them, make them have to score in the half court. And when we did that, they had trouble scoring. We gave up some scores off our turnovers, some transition baskets that, you know, next time we play them, we need to limit. But they did a great job responding to every run we made, and then we made one last run to finish the game.
Well, here's another break, and little Zay Jackson comes in and just gives you great minutes, Coach, and just a freshman. I'm excited about him.
Yeah, he's going to be a good player. He's a good player right now, but he's just going to continue to get better. You see right there, those are the turnovers we made a couple times, just pressing, not making the simple play, and they turned that turnover into a basket. But I thought Dante Poole making threes were big. I thought his back-to-back threes in the second half were huge. But you see Ed tipping it in. I mean, he made big plays all second half.
Well, and that was after a made three. You guys beat him down the floor and got a layup.
Well, the best thing we've done all year, everybody talks about our defense, and we want to be defense first. That's how you're going to win games. But our offensive tempo has been great. They've really attacked the basket, and they really pushed the ball in transition.
And there's Ed Daniel again crashing the boards as he gets the putback there. Racers up 63-55 with about 8 minutes to go. Austin Peay, they've got a player on their team too that could hit 7 for 7 if he could. That was Edmondson. He kind of got going, but here, Coach, was the hard foul by Baker there at the end. Luckily, Ed was not hurt, and the Racers went on to win this one over Austin Peay by the score of 87-75. Coach, how about that crowd that went down to Clarksville?
Yeah, I can't say enough about the crowd. The chants, the emotion, the energy that they have, the pride they have for our program and for this university is great. There's nothing like it.
Yeah, it was a great win for the Racers, and as we sit here today, 16-0, on top in the OVC at 4-0, ranked 14th in the coaches poll, 15th in the AP poll, and the Racers have tied the 1935-36 record for the best start to a season. We're going to take a break and come back with Coach Prohm here to the CFSB Center and take a look at last Wednesday's game against Eastern Kentucky. We'll do that next.
There's a new, unstoppable force in the universe of internet speed. Introducing Warp Wave, the next generation of high-speed internet, brought to you by the masters of internet service. New Wave Communications, with speeds up to 50 megs, Warp Wave takes you faster than you ever thought possible. Be the most feared online gamer in the galaxy. Stream video with no deep space delay. Download at speeds light years ahead of the competition. Call today and surf at warp speed with the fastest internet, period.
Roof Brothers, a Paducah tradition for 100 years. Roof Brothers, locally owned, family run. Roof Brothers, the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits found anywhere. Roof Brothers, service from selecting that special beverage for that special occasion to a keg party at the lake. Roof Brothers, 2 locations to serve you. Roof Brothers, proud supporters of Murray State Athletics.
Explora un nuevo mundo.
여러 가지 경험들을 많이 체험하세요.
आइए और अपना जहां खुद बनाइए.
Itsalochen ukusanga.
عالم جدير بالاكتشافات.
Entdecke deine Welt.
Свой świat do odkrycia.
Dünyanızı keşfedin.
Changzhou lấy đích未来.
Ferestre Velinka Vilago.
Tất cả những điều tốt đẹp nhất đang chờ đón bạn.
Dunia Anda untuk dijelajahi. 探索你的世界。
Murray State University, your world to explore.
Hi folks, and welcome back to the Racer Report here at the CFSB Center with head coach Steve Prohm. As the Racers are 16-0, and one of the games that got them through last week was the game against Eastern Kentucky on Wednesday night. We'll go ahead and roll the highlights from that one. This game was significant in the fact that EKU plays unlike anybody else in the league, coach, and it was also the first game you had to do without Ivan Aska.
Yeah, dealing with Ivan Aska, we had to make sure we were really ready to play, and we were totally prepared. It was going to change our style of play just a little bit if we had to go 4 guards. And then Eastern Kentucky is such a hard team to defend and prepare for. You have to kind of change your whole philosophy when you play them. But credit Coach Neubauer's team, they gave us everything we wanted that night. Well,
there's Dante Poole with a 3 from the corner. The Racers were down 11-9. This is about 7 minutes into the game. And then Cannon hit a 3 with 12:40 to go before the half, and the Racers still trailed by a point. But it was mid-first half here, Coach. Your team went on like a 10-2 run to kind of get the lead. But you mentioned that playing EKU is unlike playing anybody else in the league.
Yeah, they're just totally different. On both ends of the floor, not just defensively, but offensively as well. A lot of dribble back cuts, a lot really try to space you, shoot a bunch of threes. And then defensively, they're changing defenses from 1-3-1 to 2-3 zone to man. And we got up 15 when we finally started defending in the first half, but we weren't able to close the game away. The shots that we had been making earlier in the year, we missed a couple. Dante missed a 3, Isaiah missed a 3, Juwan missed a 3, and they were able to stay in the game.
Poole hit his second straight 3 there. It was 20-15 with 8:40 to go before the half. And the Racers were 8 out of 17, Coach, from three-point range, which is a good percentage. But, you know, there's going to be a night where you're not hitting them, and there were a couple of those nights in Alaska where you got to find another way to win the game.
Yeah, you got to figure out other ways, and that's why you want to be good defensively first and foremost, and we've been able to defend and rebound. We want to get better rebounding. We've been able to defend and make people miss. We want to continue to get better in the rebounding department, but if you can't make shots, you got to get attack. You got to get paint touches, attack the paint, get to the free throw line, or throw it inside. And we've been able to do a little bit of both so far this year.
Well, Stacey Wilson came off and gave you some good minutes there in the first half.
He did. He played well, and Stacey's, you know, he's been an energy guy off our bench, kind of microwave off the bench, reminiscent of Vinnie Johnson from the Pistons. Once I said the word microwave, but yeah, that's a long time ago. People may not know what I'm talking about, but but he's been really good, and he didn't play much as well as against Austin Peay as I would have probably liked to play him. I wasn't able to play him as much, but I thought against Eastern he was really well, and played really well, made some big shots.
Well, you saw again Isaiah Cannon just taking the last shot of the half and scoring, and then Ed Daniel can knock down a 3 when he's needed to at the end of a shot clock. The Racers were up 47-33, and then Latrez Mushat got his first start in place of the injured Ivan Aska, had you 10 rebounds, Coach. Then you go back to Daniel inside, and the Racers had a 10-point lead with about 11 minutes to go.
Yeah, the one thing I want these guys to continue to do is play within themselves, play within the system, and continue to do, we call it max your rollout. And I thought Trez did that to get 10 rebounds was big, and Ed's been really doing a great job with that as well.
Dante Poole with a baseline drive there. It was an 8-point lead, 54-46, and now we're going to cut to about 2 minutes to go there. Oh no, actually this, Coach, this is with 8:55 to go. Unfortunate here, there was a technical call on Juwan Long, and this really kind of changed the complexion of the game right there, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was a big call. I thought both calls, and I don't want to get in trouble, but I just thought the call was a tough call. They talk about initiating contact from the offensive end. I thought that was a tough call, and I thought the technical was a tough call. And that environment, that quick, to call a technical that quick when he didn't upstage the referee at all was a very tough call. But that shortened the gap, and that put a lot of pressure in the game.
Well, the Racers were able to hang on and get the victory here against Eastern Kentucky as Murray State won at 76-67. And you mentioned, Coach, the Racers can shoot threes with anybody in the nation right now, top 10. Making almost 10 a game. But there was a point in that game there too where, say Dante Poole, for example, those guys can't forget their ability to take it to the hoop when they can.
Yeah, we're making threes at a higher percentage, and sometimes you start settling for threes. And I don't really get on about shots, but I do like to talk to them about continue to put pressure on the basket, continue to get to the free throw line. And Isaiah, Dante, Juwan, Stacey, they need to continue to do that. Zay Jackson as well.
All right, so the Racers are rolling along here, 16-0 as we speak today. And when we come back next on the Racer Report, we'll hear what some of the players had to say after the win against Austin Peay.
Roof Brothers, a Paducah tradition for 100 years. Roof Brothers, locally owned, family run. Roof Brothers, the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits found anywhere. Roof Brothers, service from selecting that special beverage for that special occasion to a keg party at the lake. Roof Brothers, 2 locations to serve you. Roof Brothers, proud supporters of Murray State Athletics.
There's a new unstoppable force in the universe of internet speed. Introducing Warp Wave, the next generation of high-speed internet, brought to you by the masters of internet service. New wave communications with speeds up to 50 megs. Warp Wave takes you faster than you ever thought possible. Be the most feared online gamer in the galaxy. Stream video with no deep space delay. Download at speeds light years ahead of the competition. Call today and surf at warp speed with the fastest internet, period.
Like the thoroughbreds we are named for, racers are spirited and proud. We have the heart and will to succeed, to go farther, learn more, and embrace wisdom. We are champions who take our place in the Murray State tradition. We are racers.
Hey Racer fans, don't forget to check out GoRacers.com. It is the official fan page, homepage of the Murray State Racers. You can read all about how this great season's going with Murray State, and you can also catch up with all of the other sports at Murray State. Don't forget to make GoRacers.com your homepage today. We're back here on the Racer Report. Head coach Steve Prohm will join us in just a moment. But first, a few player comments after the Racers moved to 16-0 Saturday night with a win at Austin Peay.
They just told me to be aggressive because sometimes I back off the gas, so they just told me, they said, can't have that tonight. So once I came out, started knocking down a few shots, I just took it upon myself that I wasn't going to miss anymore. So just kept filling it up.
Yeah, because, I mean, there's really no selfishness on our team. If we know somebody's going off and they are hot, might as well keep going to them.
It's fun. I like playing environments like this where everybody don't like it. Try to quiet them down a little bit, but, I mean, it's fun. We had our fans here, so it was also, seeing a lot of them come down, it was also fun just knowing that they got our back wherever we go play at, and we try to play and perform the best way we can for them.
Good comments from the Racers after that big win against Austin Peay. And Coach, I'm always impressed whenever the media talks to our student athletes after a game. They're humble, and that I think maybe that word maybe is the biggest, one of the biggest emphasis that you're making on this season. Stay humble.
Yeah, that's the main, that's the #1 word, is humility and being humble and being appreciative of what you have and understand why you have and why we've been given this opportunity and the platform that we're on each and every day. And Dante, the seniors, Ivan, Juwan, all the way down, I think they've handled themselves tremendously right now through all the hype and exposure, and we've got to continue to do that, continue to want more, but continue to handle ourselves with great humility.
Well, of course, I'm around the guys quite a bit, and I can echo what Steve says. They handle themselves great with the media, and they've done such a great job of putting the last game in the past and moving on to the next game, which will be this week, Thursday night, here at the arena against Jacksonville State. Our final break here on the Racer Report with head coach Steve Prohm. We'll come back and wrap it up in just a moment.
New Wave Advantage number 17, the area's fastest internet. This is Nicole. She wants to watch her favorite YouTube video, Not so fast, Nicole. Her slow DSL connection means downloading takes forever. Nicole's tired of waiting, so she's switching to New Wave. New Wave has the area's fastest internet, up to 10 times faster than DSL. Now Nicole can surf, download photos, and stream videos faster than ever before, without the wait. Thanks to New Wave. Blazing fast internet. Another New Wave advantage. Call today.
For more than 30 years, the NCAA Division I Football Championship Subdivision has helped athletes achieve their dreams. The dream of playing football and hearing the home crowd cheer time after time. The dream of competing for a national championship. The dream of an excellent education. The dream of becoming a leader. And the dream of playing the right way with sportsmanship. NCAA Division I Football. It's not a dream. Come see for yourself.
Explora un nuevo mundo.
여러 가지 경험들을 많이 체험하세요.
आइए और अपना जहां खुद बनाइए.
Icalochen ukusanga.
عالم جدير بالاكتشافات.
Entdecke deine Welt.
Свой свят до открытия.
Dünyanızı keşfedin.
創造你的未來。
Feres Verwellung Vilagot.
Tất cả những điều tốt đẹp nhất đang chờ đón bạn.
Dunia Anda untuk dijelajahi. 探索你的世界。
Murray State University, your world to explore.
Hi, folks. We're back here in the Racer Report, ready to wrap things up with head coach Steve Prohm. The Racers back at home this week for two, Coach. Jacksonville State Thursday night, and then Tennessee Tech comes in Saturday for an ESPNU game at 5 o'clock. These are big games. You know you're a marked team with the way the season's going. How does the team get ready, and what do those two teams present as problems for the Racers?
Well, it's the next two games, and they're two conference games, so we've got to be prepared and ready to play. It's home games, so you take a little bit different approach. Your routine's a little bit different than when you're on the road. But Jacksonville State's coming in here off of a very good home win against Tennessee State. Coach Green's teams are known for being great defensively. Their defensive field goal percentage is very good, and they play extremely hard. And they're going to try to turn the ball over and run good motion offense, and then try to drive us. We've got to do a great job containing the basketball, and then try to get out in transition, get some easy baskets, and then 2 nights later with just a one-day prep, and we have Tennessee Tech at 5 o'clock, like you mentioned, on ESPNU. They have all week to prepare this week. They're off this week. They
just
don't
like
play
Austin
this
P
week.
did.
Yeah, Austin P. I'm trying. I need to check on how that schedule works. I remember I went to school at Alabama, so one year Nick Saban, Alabama football, had a whole week. Everybody that played them for like 3-4 weeks in a row had a week off. So I don't know how that scheduling works, but you know, we'll be fine. We'll have one day to prepare for Tennessee Tech, and you know, it's all about, you know, just having great energy and defending and rebounding.
All right, Coach, it's been great. The Racers 16-0, ranked 14th and 15th in the polls, and I'm just looking forward to the next chapter, Coach, so good luck this week.
Thanks so much.
Okay, head coach Steve Prohm, we'll see you next time on the Racer Report. And as we leave you today, the voice of the Racers, Neil Bradley. He was having a good time Saturday night.
Cannon deep on the wing, had the ball knocked away for a moment, loses his defender, jacks up a three and hit it. Long inside the free throw line, leaves it for Cannon, an open look three, hit another one. 6. Far sideline, it's Cannon. They spring him open for another three at the top, and it goes in. Barely hit the backboard, Mushat the rebound. Off to Cannon, who's sizzling hot, another three, gone! It's good, and Dave Luce is going to take a timeout with Cannon lighting it up for 14 points. At the top of the key, it's Poole. Poole finds Cannon. He's open for a heartbeat. Now decides to shoot the three and hit it. Mushat the rebound. Off to Cannon. The Racers want to run. Across the center stripe. Three, long distance. Good! Unbelievable. And another timeout by Dave Luce as the lead goes to 28-15. My goodness. Near the mid-stripe. It's Jackson to the right side. Wilson back to Jackson in the corner. Cannon, ideas of a three. Now step back three. Got another one. Racers needed a bucket. Cannon got it for him. He has 25 and a half. It's 43-39.
7 of 7 from behind the arc. Isaiah Cannon